Here's your daily Premier League news update and transfer window roundup with me, Harry Scarfe, football writer, football content creator, and YouTuber. New to the channel, please do like and subscribe. Thank you very much for coming in. If you're unfamiliar with how this works, first part of the video is headlines, second part of the video is opinions. Thank you, Chris Cullen, for this opportunity. Firstly, Sunderland signed goalkeeper Robin Roofs for Nigerman. Sky Sports News report there's a £9 million fee plus £2.5 million in add-ons. Sky Sports News report that Tottenham Hotspur have agreed a deal with Bayern Munich for the loan signing of midfielder João Palhinha. Spurs have an option to buy the midfielder for £27 million. Rangers signed Mikey Moore from Tottenham Hotspur on a season-long loan. Sky Sports News report that Liverpool are preparing a second offer for Newcastle striker Alexander Isak. Newcastle rejected their opening offer of £110 million plus add-ons, which falls short of £120 million in total. Fabrizio Romano reports that Manchester United have informed RB Leipzig about their plan to bid for Benjamin Sesko. Also to show evidence to the player that he's their top priority as new striker now. Sesko will decide in the next days with Manchester United and Newcastle proposals on the table for him. Fabrizio Romano reports that Villarreal and Brentford have both made contact to be informed on deal conditions for Arnold Kamaludu. He's one to watch this month with concrete chances of a move. Fabrizio Romano reports that Everton are preparing new proposals in after an opening £27 million bid was rejected by Southampton for the midfielder. Plan is to return to the table and try and get the deal done with Southampton. Fabrizio Romano reports that Borussia Dortmund are in active talks with Brighton's Buonanotte. He's high on the list, as revealed 2 weeks ago, waiting for Brighton to make an official decision. Olympique Lyon also called for Buonanotte. Florian Wirtz will wear the new number 7 shirt at Liverpool. Fabrizio Romano reports that Yaro Hayter started his Chelsea medical on Friday. Documents completed by Chelsea and Ajax. Player undergoing medical and then set to sign a contract valid until June 2032. Deal done and confirmed. Fabrizio Romano reports that Alejandro Garnacho is keen on joining Chelsea. If that is his priority in January, he's still keen on a move this summer, so nothing has changed. Chelsea considered the bid for him later this month. As Garnacho has said for weeks, he's waiting for Chelsea, and it is his priority despite receiving bids from abroad. Fabrizio Romano reports that Chelsea have completed a deal for the academy to sign talented attacking midfielder Isaac McGillivray, one of the most promising talents in the UK at his age. Isaac joins Chelsea project to further his development. Chelsea are delighted with this important youth addition. Fabrizio Romano reports that Liverpool's opening bid for Alexander Isak was worth £120 million package plus add-ons. Newcastle rejected as they won't open doors till at least they find a replacement that is not guaranteed either at this stage. Isak insists with Newcastle on his clear desire to join Liverpool. Fabrizio Romano reports that after joining Newcastle on a free transfer from Malaga, Spanish talent Antonio Corrado joins Westerlo on loan for the 25-26 season. No buy option clause, straight loan, as Corrado will be an important piece of Newcastle's future project. Fabrizio Romano reports that Olympique Lyon are closing in on Tyler Morton deal with Liverpool for £15 million transfer fee. Negotiations now at the final stages. Next, Fabrizio Romano reports that discussions between Al Hilal and Darwin Núñez camp are still ongoing as Liverpool remain open to his permanent sale. Talks continue in the next days, but Darwin Núñez is still high on Al Hilal's list. Fabrizio Romano reports that Broja is expected to leave Chelsea and join Burnley, with players' green light already arrived. Agreement also done and expected to be sealed very soon. Fabrizio Romano reports that Xavi Simons is removed RB Leipzig for his Instagram bio, which can be seen as a transfer message. He wants the Chelsea move. Negotiations remain advanced, more work to get it done, but Xavi has 2 years left on his contract and now won't extend. Fabrizio Romano reports that Paris Saint-Germain are confident to get both Lucas Javieri and Ilai Sabani from Bournemouth deals done in the next days. Sabani's move at the final stages since Thursday, and add-ons been discussed with Lille for Javieri. Both players now want PSG. Sky Sports report that Alexander Isak has once again made it clear that he only wants to join Liverpool. Even Manchester United made an inquiry in recent days, but Isak turned it down. He only wants Liverpool. The players can't remain optimistic that an agreement can be reached this transfer window after a £120 million bid was rejected by Newcastle. Isak's agreement with Liverpool until 2031 is 100% done. Sky Sports report that Chelsea is still working on a deal for Xavi Simons. A verbal agreement is also done. There is a strong feeling that this deal will go through. Chelsea are ready to submit an official bid now, but further players offloaded and needed first. The Xavi Simons deal was currently independent of Chelsea's interest in Alejandro Garnacho. Sky Sports report that talks between Heung-min Son and Los Angeles FC are ongoing. Tottenham have been informed. However, there is no agreement or decision at this stage to be continued. Sky Sports report that João Palhinha has completed his medical for Tottenham on Friday. New details are that Tottenham have secured an option to buy for next summer, set at €25 million, guaranteed with the potential to rise through bonuses. Loan fee up to €5 million, including bonuses, full salary covered. The loan deal between Tottenham and FC Bayern is in place following a breakthrough on Thursday. Sky Sports report that signing João Palhinha on loan would give Tottenham flexibility to spend funds elsewhere in the remainder of the transfer window. The priority is to bolster the attacking positions, while they also want to add a fullback and number 10 in the window. Fabrizio Romano reports that Juventus are aware of 3 Premier League clubs interested and in direct contact with Douglas Luiz's camps. 2 of those clubs are Nottingham Forest and Everton, who've both called in recent days with the player now keen on a Premier League return. The third club remains unconfirmed and unnamed. Fabrizio Romano reports that West Ham submit a formal bid worth €8 million for Brazilian goalkeeper John Victor from Botafogo. Galatasaray and Everton also keen on John Victor, and Manchester United monitored him in recent months. Nico O'Reilly's got his new shirt number at Manchester City, number 33, and Fabrizio Romano reports there's a new deal for him coming soon. Talking to Fabrizio Romano, he reports that João Palhinha has completed his medical as Tottenham player. Formal steps to follow between clubs after deal agreed on loan with salary covered fully by Tottenham, and €30 million buy option clause has been confirmed, but it's not going to be mandatory. Fabrizio Romano reports it's over between Broja and Chelsea and understands the transfer to Burnley will be a permanent deal. Broja will complete his medical in the next 24 hours and sign a long-term deal with Burnley. Chelsea have accepted conditions. Here we go. Fabrizio Romano reports that Broja to Burnley on a permanent deal follows Mark Guehi to Southampton on a loan and João Felix to Al Nassr. Chelsea won't stop, with Nkunku and Sterling also expected to leave this summer. Nicholas Jackson's situation's open, and Xavi Simons and Garnacho both high on the list of incoming. So those are your headlines, a lot of them. So let's get into opinions. We just pick out the kind of key ones, the ones that are crucially important. Start with João Palhinha. I mean, for my club Tottenham, I think that's a very key signing. It's good to see him generally as well back in the Premier League. Mike King as well. I think it's a really good move for his development. Tottenham will be frustrating not to have him, but it makes sense to give him first team football. Interesting with the Isak saga that's gone on the last 24 hours, from the first bid to there wasn't, the second bid to there wasn't. Really confusing, but looks like things, as things stand, it's going to take a lot for Newcastle to sell. Looks like they're going to literally take the 150 million or at least close to it. Benjamin Sesko, that saga continuing and not really going away. Tyler Dibben's an interesting one, because I think Everton had their £27 million bid rejected, but if you get anything like that, that's a real steal, and I'd encourage why top 6 clubs aren't going in. I like Tyler Dibben, don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of hype about him for a young age, but it's a really good deal. Buonanotte is one to watch, a real talent, hence why Borussia Dortmund are interested. Wirtz has got the number 7 shirt, which is nice. He'll be happy with that, obviously having a big number. I think he has a big number and a big point to prove at Liverpool. He's got a big role to play for sure. João Hater getting ever closer to becoming a Chelsea player. Garnacho as well with Chelsea. Looks like he's still going. I mean, I think it'd be a little bit of a disagreement on the price. Manchester United seem to want a lot for him. Next saga I want to move on to is Darwin Núñez. Will he leave the Premier League? I can see him going to Saudi. I just can picture him going to Saudi. He hasn't really worked out for Liverpool. Good player, but can't finish his dinner. Broja again at Chelsea just didn't really work out from injury problems or, horrible situations. It looks like it's a permanent deal, so I'm not sure how Chelsea fans feel about that one. Xavi Simons making a clear kind of PR stunt to RB Leipzig. He wants to leave by that move on Instagram to remove from his bios the Barney to PSG again. Something that's still in the pipeline, but closer and closer to getting done. Chelsea working incredibly hard in this window. Heung-min Son looks like inevitable. He's going to leave the Premier League, go to the US probably to end his career, but he hasn't made his decision at the moment. It hasn't been confirmed. Tottenham having more flexibility in the window to spend funds elsewhere exactly will be music to the ears of Spurs fans, in particular when they hear that the priority will be to bolster attacking positions. They feel strongly about that. A fullback and a number 10 too. Again, also feel strongly about that. Douglas Luiz could be back in the Premier League. I think that's a really exciting thing. I think he's absolutely massively underrated. I think Aston Villa really miss him and what he can bring, his ball retention. I just think he's fantastic. I'd like to know who the other Premier League club is got feeling it would be a top six club, maybe like a Tottenham, or even somewhere a bit further down like a West Ham. I'm not 100% sure. So we'll have to see on that one. Nico Riley, dramatic twist, got a new shirt number, and that means he's definitely going to stay and he's going to get a new deal too. Bray to Burnley will be interesting. I think Burnley have made clever signings like Walker as well, which are really going to give them a chance of staying in the Premier League. But as your daily Premier League news and transfer window headlines, and also my opinions, and me, Harry Scarfe, football writer, football content creator, and YouTuber. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please do like and subscribe. Thank you, Chris Cullen, for this opportunity. Please come back for more of these videos. If you can, follow me at Harry Scarfe22 across all socials. It means a lot. Also, my YouTube channel, Harry Scarfe. So thank you very much for your continued support. Proud regular here at Chris Cullen's channel.